By the end of this presentation, you will have no doubt what the best ERC affiliate program is for 2023. No doubts whatsoever. My name is Dale Calvert. You can learn more about me than you would ever want to know at dalecalvert.com. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a fired up entrepreneur, and I cannot believe that I get to spend 2023 promoting this phenomenal income generating program that provides extreme value for small businesses all over the United States. The reason I'm making this video, it's actually between Christmas and New Year's, and myself and many of our team members have just been bombarded this week with phone calls from what I call tire kickers and naive newbies. You know, people that are hearing about ERC, they're checking out different affiliate programs, but have done really no due diligence themselves at all. And many of them are looking at, and some are even involved with programs that ultimately are going to get them in trouble and that make no sense. So along with that, I just felt like, it's going to be a whole lot easier, because if I'm going to be having these conversations, the same ones over and over, it's going to be easier for myself as well as our team members to just send them to a video that will lay out everything that they've been asking us over the phone the last few days. I have no doubt that ERC in 2023 is the market to be in. There's no doubt about that. A couple months ago, when I heard the president and CEO of Bottom Line Concepts, Josh Fox, on a corporate webinar that our company did, and he made the statement that over the last 15 months, Bottom Line has helped thousands of people become millionaires. I didn't need to hear that twice. There's very few opportunities that have existed in the United States where you can say that thousands of people have become millionaires in 15 months. It just doesn't happen. So I did an all-nighter. I went through every single video on the Bottom Line Concepts website that they had available for affiliate partners. And by the time I went through all those videos, I knew that I had found really the number one income generator that I have seen in my entire entrepreneur career. And what I've learned over the last couple of months is the market is flooded with really good people that have found the right opportunity for 2023, which is the ERC recovery program, but they're with the wrong providers. They're going to end up in a nightmare when they should have an unbelievable blessing in 2023. A lot of the people that I've talked to really don't have any business trying to pursue this market. They just haven't got the experience, the entrepreneurial mindsets or skill sets to make it happen. And 100% of zero is zero. And people are worrying about, well, this percent and how much does this company pay and all that. And most of the people that are worrying about that will never do their first deal. But with that said, why would you work for 4% or 5% or even 10%, a 10% contract, when you could start at 17%? What logical business reason would you have for starting a 10% contract when you could start a 17% contract? And just a quick example here, if you had a company that had 100 W-2 employees and you're working on a 10% contract, when it's all said and done and you look at the commissionable volume, you would end up with a commission of $20,000, which honestly, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. But a 17% contract would have paid you $34,000. See the difference? Because it is the same work. So again, why anybody would want to work for 10% or 5% when they could work for 17%, it makes no sense to me. The only time it makes sense is if you're working with different providers. In other words, most of the providers in the market I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But if you're looking at a bottom line affiliate program compared to a bottom line affiliate program, and it's the same provider and the percentages are different, then it's worth really asking yourself some serious questions. I believe 70% of the pop-up companies doing ERC shouldn't be. They shouldn't even be in the market. They don't really know what they're doing. They're not really experienced. They're going to get some people in trouble. But the sad part is I know that their promoters will end up getting the short end of the stick. They're the ones that are going to get burnt when it's all said and done. And don't be that person. It's not worth the risk and it's not worth the potential lawsuits. I believe the most important question a credible, business minded entrepreneur should be asking themselves if and when there is a problem down the road, there's an audit. In the future, who will be there to support the clients that you brought to the table? As a credible entrepreneur, business minded person, it's not about this percent, that percent, as much as it is who will be there to serve the clients that you bring to the table long run. Because make no mistake about it, it's already being written about. This was just an article from Forbes, but IRS agents will be claiming employee retention tax credit claims from that were done by unscrupulous, uncredible companies. And when all this hits the fan down the road, personally, I want to be with a company that's been around for 14 years. They've got a direct line to the IRS. They've got an impeccable reputation with the IRS. They have experience in grant money, recovery. They've been here. They've been in the game. They've created an unbelievable reputation. And that's who I want doing claims for anybody that I bring to the table. And a lot of other people obviously feel the same way. 400 of the top 1,000 companies in the United States are bottom line clients. To date, they've recovered $2.5 billion in ERC credits. So they are undisputed the company to be associated with, in my opinion. Now, why Ihub Global? Because bottom line, there's different organizations that offer different affiliate payout programs, with bottom line being the provider. Again, most experienced, the most experienced top provider in the space is bottom line. I hope I've set that issue to rest. Now, with Ihub Global, they offer the best compensation plan available. So if you're using bottom line, which you should be, do you want to get paid the most you can possibly get paid? And bottom line, the contract that Ihub Global has with bottom line is simply the best. 17% payout to start. It can increase to 20%. Plus, they've just added a new twist, which people are really fired up about, and it's the $500 gas money, is what they call it. And basically, what this means, I'll give you an example. I was talking to a guy yesterday. He has been with some company since I think he said June or July, and he's done pretty well. And in 2023, his goal, he's going full time. And he said, Dale, he said, I'm starting to get some payments now from the IRS, and I feel confident and I want to go full time. He said, but when looking at what you guys are doing, you're still using bottom line concepts as we are, but I'm on a 10% contract. You're going to give me a 17% contract from day one. I said, that's correct. He said, well, tell me about this gas money. And I said, well, how long is it taking from the time a deal is submitted to bottom line? How long is it taking to get the credit, the paperwork collected, everything signed, everything done, and sent off to the IRS. How long is that process taking? And he said probably on average about 30 days. And I said, and then after that, how long is it taking to get paid? And he said, well, I've only gotten a few. He said, but on average, I'm hearing about 6 months. And I said, okay, this is the way the gas money is going to work. Once that paperwork is approved and collected and sent to the IRS, so in 30 days, let's say that happens. Once it's been sent off, then what Ihub Global will do is give you what they call gas money. It's commonly would be called a draw against your commission. So for every deal that you submit, as soon as it's submitted to the IRS, they're going to issue a $500 check. And he said, so you're telling me that if I go out in January and I do 10 deals, and at the end of January they're all submitted to the IRS, then I'm going to get $500 times 10. I'm going to get $5,000 that I can put in my pocket and spend however I want. And I don't have to wait 6 months before I see the full commissions from that deal. I said, that's exactly right. He said, then I know I'm going full time. Then I know I'm going full time. He said, because that will make a huge difference. He said, if I'd had that before, I would already be full time. So that is a huge benefit. Ihub Global, very supportive. 2 weekly corporate Zoom calls, updates every single week, every Tuesday, every Thursday. We also have a call for our team every Thursday prior to the corporate call. Zero upfront fees to clients. I mean, this is a deal breaker. I've talked to multiple people, and they said I had a restaurant and they wanted to do it, and then I had to collect 2,500 up front or 5,000. I've even heard $10,000 up front before they could start the process, and they backed off. They wouldn't do it. And I know some of you that'll probably listen to this video have had that same experience. I would tell you right now, the smartest thing you can do is become an Ihub Global affiliate today, get that done, and then go back to those people and say, look, I have found a way that we can get this done for you with no upfront fees. That's a smart move, but that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. So you have to think about that, because I know a lot of you are looking at this and you have to look behind the curtain. Another thing that they just announced is we can now at Ihub Global accept companies that only have 1 to 4 employees. This is a huge untapped market because most companies, including Bottom Line, but we found an alternative source for companies that have 1 to 4 employees. So again, a huge untapped market. One of our team members went back and enrolled 6 people in one day that they had talked to previously that couldn't qualify because they didn't have the minimum of 5 W-2 employees. So this adds a whole new aspect to this opportunity. They have at Ihub Global the very best back-end tracking system in this space. There's nothing remotely close to what we have. I'm going to share this with you real quick if I can. And I'm not going to go through all of it, but I just want you to see, because I'll show you enough to blow your mind here. Uh, this is just my back office, but every deal that we do, it'll show you how many employees they have, so on and so forth. But this is what I want you to really see. We know what stage every deal is at any given time. I've talked to so many people, and they have no clue where their deal is. What's happening? What's going on? What's not going on? Is there a hang up? Have the client not sent back a specific piece of paper or documentation? We know where the hang up are, and we can go in and nudge our clients to keep the ball rolling, to keep everything moving. And I'm not going to go through all this, but this should be enough if you have experience in this market. Like you can see down through here, agreement sent, agreement sent, agreement sent, awaiting decision, agreement to sent, awaiting decision, awaiting decision. These are people I need to follow up with and get the agreement sent back. Docs submitted to IRS. And you can see every single deal doc submitted to IRS. This is something, a meeting has been booked, but it hasn't happened yet, and so on and so forth. And again, the back end is phenomenal, phenomenal. And then the other thing that we do as a team is we have our own team training site, our own team website, and once you become a member, you get access to all of this. And we look under ERC, we've got all types of ERC trainings here. If you go back when you first join, you go to our team training site and you'll see this is a powerful training. You follow these 5 steps, you're going to become successful. You're going to create deals. You're going to be successful with the ERC program. Some of you may be aware we also have another business that we were all marketing prior to ERC, and we still are. We're still involved with that. It's a phenomenal business in and of itself called Loop, which I'm not going to get into, but you also have the opportunity to get involved with that once the ERC program is over, which we all know there's a fuse on this opportunity. It's not going to last forever. It'll officially be over around April of 2025. But there's all types of videos and trainings here. This is one of our team members. They went from 0 to $1 million in commissions on the books their first 40 days in this program. We share how they did it there. But you come up here, and I just want to give you an idea because I want you to know I'm a team builder. I understand what it takes to get active in the marketplace and become productive. Under, let's see, if we go to ERC training tools, and you can see we've got all types of email scripts, phone scripts, uh, rescheduling calls scripts, our private LinkedIn, our private Facebook page for our team, and so on and so forth. I just wanted to show you that just to let you know that there will be support here. So the last thing I think I just covered, just to review this real quick, bottom line is the company. Ihub is the number one affiliate partner from a income potential standpoint. 17% payout. We've talked about the gas money, the support calls every week, 0 upfront fees to clients. You can write 1 to 4 employees, back end training system that will let you know exactly where your deal is in the flow at all times. And then you're working with us. If somebody sent you this video, they're part of our team, and you're working with a proven team builder leadership team that really works phenomenal together. And we know what we're doing. We're very, very serious about this. We're not looking for people that want to join our social club or be tire kickers or act like they're an entrepreneur. We're very, very serious about what we're doing. The first couple of months, Ihub Global as a company, the affiliates have did $100 million in November. We're on track right now to do 300 million in December, the month when you can't do anything because everything stops. We'll do 300 million in December. That will be a total of 400 million our first 60 days as bottom line referral partners. We're really setting the pace. We're attracting a lot of people that have been involved in other ERC programs and been very frustrated for multiple reasons, and they think they've died and gone to heaven. Our personal group, we're a group of average people, I would say, with above average desire, a strong work ethic. We work together. We were 8 of the top 25 associates in Ihub Global for the Loop division are part of our team. When we saw ERC and we knew it had a time limit, we thought, okay, most of us, and some are still doing both, but the majority of us have focused for 1 year. So we're going to focus 1 year on ERC, give this all we've got. And we have a lot of people on our team that I believe and they know That's why I believe, because they know we'll make $1 million plus in commissions in 2023. So that's our focus. We're very serious about this. We understand the upside potential. We understand opportunities like this don't come along. I call it a Haley's Comet opportunity. It's once in a lifetime. This is just a list of the top 22 affiliates in Ihub Global this week at the time of this recording. Daniel is part of our team. He's in Wisconsin doing a phenomenal job. Dave's in Alabama doing a great job. Phillips in Mexico City. Again, we had no intentions on really trying to recruit into this program. We have very successful loop business through Ihub Global, and there's so much money that can be made individually with this program. There was no need necessarily to go out and try to recruit and build a team. So these people are just out there making it happen on their own. So when you see these names and what they're accomplishing, it's from their own personal efforts. Shelly is doing a phenomenal job. She's in Utah. That's myself. I'm back and forth from Kentucky to Atlanta. Dave Buchanan, great guy down in Florida, doing just phenomenal job. Dan Bruning's a friend of mine for many years. He's also from Kentucky. He's been in the advertising specialties business for years, so this was a natural addition to what he was doing with his regular business. Roger, also a natural addition. He's a CPA out in California. And then the number one affiliate in this company is Frontline to me, been friends of mine. Gordy and Kelly Alderson, they're in Texas. They've been friends of mine for over 25 years. Great human beings, great people. So that's our team. I hope I've answered your questions for you. Somebody probably sent you this video. And again, I want this in my arsenal because I'm getting so many phone calls and I don't want to spend 10, 15 minutes on the phone with everybody. I would just rather say, hey, I'm going to send you a video. If it makes sense, phenomenal. If it doesn't, that's cool as well. But I mean, I've had a lot of newbies trying to pitch me on Joe Blow's ERC program, and there's so many of these pop-up companies that are here today, gone tomorrow, will not be here down the road when clients may need them. And so I just felt the need to make this video so we could get it to people. And again, I've had conversations with team members that for some reason this week we're all experiencing the same thing. I hope I've established, without question, bottom line is the company to be with. Ihub Global is the affiliate partner to be associated with. $500 gas money. You can write one to four companies with 1 to 4 W-2s. I mean, I could go on and on. I'm not going to review everything. And then our team, we're serious. So if you're serious, you see this as $1 million opportunity, please get back with the person that shared this with you. If you found this by accident, this is my personal website. You can go check out the information there. It's haleyscometbiz.com, www.haleyscometbiz.com. My name's Dale Calvert. Thanks for watching. My dog Kinsey says hi as well. You can probably hear it in the background. And there she is. Kinsey. I'll jump off. Kinsey. Shh. Shh. And I'll jump off here now. I look forward to shaking your hand in the very near future. Have an awesome day. Get back with the person that shared this with you.